Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn them notifications on. So, you might be able to hear a little buzzer going off here in the JCB this morning. There's a reason for that. You've already probably figured that one out by the title of the video. But today, going to be doing a repair job on the JCB. Now it's alright to drive around for a couple of minutes. I'm just going to get out and open the doors. So give me a sec. I'll stop this now because I don't want to overheat it. So those of you who follow me on Instagram probably know already what is up with the JCB, and the reason for that is because, well, I told you on my Instagram story. Any of you that are here and do not yet follow, case.farms on Instagram, that's where you will find my profile. I'll leave a link in the description below as well. But anyway, today's video, going to be fixing the JCB. So yesterday we was cleaning some sheds out and all was going well. The fan belt come off of this machine, and the way I noticed was that buzzer was going off. Now that buzzer is to let you know that buzzer will not go off until the alternator starts recharging the battery. So I knew that. I started the loader up at the start of loading the trailer up, and it was buzzing. And sometimes this machine does keep that buzzer on for a couple of minutes whilst it's warming up, but it never went off, and I thought something's up here. Anyway, check the temperature gauge, sitting at halfway. I thought it doesn't usually sit there, it usually sits just below half. I thought, right, keep an eye on it. Next trailer load, it moved up, so alarm bells start ringing at this point. Not when the alarm bell was ringing, the alarm bell started ringing when the alarm bell and the temperature gauge was figured out by me. I then drew into the shed and seen the battery light was on. Straight away knew something is up with the fan belt. If it was just the battery light, kind of be thinking alternator maybe, but the fact the temperature was going up and the alternator light was on, the fan belt's come off. So what caused the fan belt to come off was the tensioner pulley. I will just stick a quick clip in now, which I recorded on my phone, so it might be in the wrong way up, but who gives one? And you'll see there's a lot of play. So that's why the belt come off. It's thrown the belt out of line and made it come off. There's two auto tensioning pulleys on, well, there's one auto tensioning pulley and then another tensioning pulley, I think. One's an auto tensioner, one's just almost like a jockey wheel pulley, just to give the belt somewhere to run. These are our parts. So we'll get these out of the box and show you what we're going to be fitting. So there is our first pulley. As you can see, it's going to be pretty easy to fit that one. I have been told how to fit these, so I'm not going in with no idea at all. So that pulley we're just looking at, if I can just the camera out the torchlight, is that one there. And there's actually nothing wrong with that one. But these JCBs have got a common fault. So this is the 526 with the JCB engine fitted, but they have a common fault with these auto tensioning pulleys going wrong, which has happened. But the top one's okay, but we're going to change the top one anyway. And then the other one, just down there. And hey presto, there is pulley numero 2. This one's going to be, well, I'd say this is going to be slightly more difficult, slightly more awkward to fit, I think. So you'll see that it comes with this back plate and everything, so that actually bolts to the engine block. And there's, well, 3 pins. That, it goes on the engine like that if we're looking at the back of the engine now, I think. And just there, that little nut, that's where you put your socket on for the auto tensioning. So you put a bar on there with a socket and pull it, and it lets the tension off the belt. There's a pin in there which holds the auto tensioner pulley in place. I've been told, do not take that pin out until you're ready to put the belt on or the belt is on. One or t'other. Otherwise this will spin around and then become a massively awkward piece. So we got these 2 pieces to fit this morning. First piece removed, the plastic cap on the first pulley. So now, looking at this pulley, should be able to get a spanner on that, spin it off, take it off. What I'm planning on doing is taking the top pulley off, then taking the bottom pulley off, putting the bottom pulley back on, and then putting the top pulley back on, because just looking in there, it looks like I'll just have a little bit more room if I take the top one than the bottom one. The top one's held on by 1 bolt in the middle, and the bottom one's held on by 3 torque bolts. You'll just see one of them there. Right, so we've got our This one, yeah, stuff like this is frustrating at times. 17mm nut. And some bloody... It's a T25, is it? Oh, no, a T45. So we'll put this in here. Now I'm not sure if this is going to be a backwards thread or not. A left-hand thread. Might be. That might not be. Drop my spanner. I'm gonna call it a spanner for ease. It's too early in the morning yet for too much technical terms. Turn that. And there we go. There is pulley number 1 off. I don't think there's much wrong with this, so I don't know if you'll be able to see. That's the... I think that's where the plastic cap went on here, so there's a bearing in there, which obviously this just spins on. And to be honest with you, it doesn't look like there's any problem with that. So what I'm probably going to do with this is pop it in the box so that new ones come in, keep it as a spare. Another problem is, I mean, it's dark this morning. I could do this outside and have a little bit more light, but I don't really see the point, because if it starts to rain, which, let's be honest, there's a chance of that in there, you know, where we're living, rain is quite a common thing. If it does start to rain, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare for me in here. So what I might do, actually, I might just hold this with the bar and get a socket of some kind in there. I have got the tool for this. 1 minute. That might just do the job, I think. It will.
You done?
No.
Why?
I haven't been here that long.
It's a job, aren't
Yeah, for a bloody mechanic.
I might be able to put my arm through and all that.
I don't need... It's alright, to be fair. I think. Yeah, I hope. Another pin undone. Now just the top one to do. Voila.
Yeah, what's wrong with it?
That piece is knackered there.
Why?
Because it goes on the pedal.
Ah, it's on the pistol. Oh, I see.
Or that one. There is the old one out. So I took the pulley wheel off the front of that just because it was awkward. And the reason for the pin in that one is, you'll see here, look, these are really awkward where the pins go through to hold this to the block. So we'll look at that one, you got a hidden pin, whereas that's no use anymore. We got that one, all 3 pinholes are an easy sight, so we'll get them back on, get that one back on, and then the other one. There. I take that pulley off. Definitely making the job easy. If you know, you know. Oh. Might have to bleep that out. Just drop that with a bloody pin. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, it was on there. Take 2. We'll try again. There you go. There's them on. What a handy little tool this is. Just give these a quick nick up. I don't want to get too carried away with them. They're quite tight. Fair play. There's our new pulley in place. And there's a new pulley in place. So now all to do is put our other new pulley on, which should be nice and easy. That should be very easy, actually. It's a lot easier to get at. There we go. Right, that's got it as tight as I think it's going to. It's not quite wound it on all the way, so use a bar now just to take this up the rest of the way. A bit awkward, this bar. It's a bit, well, there's all, the bar's not awkward, it's the actual gap room in here that's awkward. There we go. This chart spins. Yep. So now you can see that pulleys 1 and pulley 2 are both back in place, and they both move nice and freely. So now I've got to just pop the cap on the end of that top pulley, which is in the box here. That's our cap. Cap is on. There we go. So our new parts are now fitted, almost done. Just got to put the belt on now and it should be good to go. Before any more, I am going to head to the house and have some breakfast. So see you all in a minute. There's our belt fitted back in line, so you'll see how the belt goes under that pulley there, and then it comes over the bottom pulley, which is the auto tensioning pulley, which, well, works on a spring, so as the belt stretches it'll pull itself up and just keep that belt tight all the time. So all that's left now to do is Dad's gone to fetch a little bit of water to put in the header tank because it seems to have lost a little bit, and we will fire it up and hope that it, well, the belt runs as it should. Right, so Father's just gone around to switch it on. I'm going to stand here just to make sure. Righto. There we go, lovely. All that's running. There we go. JCB is officially back up and running. Just grabbing a bail. So I have, excuse the sun in the background as well, I've just finished cleaning out the shed that we started yesterday. Temperature gauge on the JCB nice and low, and also no buzzer noise. Seems like job's a good one. We're gonna get the shed bedded down, get the heifers moved back over, and yeah, I think we might call it a day there for this video. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. A little bit of a short one, I would imagine. Yeah, not a lot really going on. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you all in the next one.